You know, it's very telling when you know that there's shit fucks who judge every little fucking thing that you do. Cause 2 years of you to lose supporters, all because they tell everyone you're worthless and you're fucking shit. And then they want to pretend that they do something to help you by letting you hang around their shit fuck group. And all the while, they were the fucking trash to begin with that always hung around Kate Peter, the fucking whore. Yeah, I see you, motherfucker. Yeah, try to get up on my panel again, Rada. Piece of shit. And corrosive, you too, you motherfucker. You think I don't know what the fuck you guys say behind the scenes? You think I don't know what the fuck you guys are saying? Like it's your fucking business what I do with my fucking money? You pieces of fucking shit. Yeah, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. You fucking white trash motherfuckers. You'll judge me. Why don't you judge Ernie Shell, you motherfuckers? Too busy judging me or some shit? Huh? You can't do the same thing to Jimbo. But you'll do everything you can to stop me from getting $5 fucking, you pathetic motherfuckers. Yo, Rada, you're fucking garbage. Your friends are garbage. I wouldn't want to hang out with you motherfuckers if you paid me at this point, you fucking pieces of shit. Yo, these people act like they're doing me a favor because they helped Shed Show take over this community. Yeah, because they handed the community over to Shed Show and Asmir. So now they think that I owe them something. Pathetic motherfuckers just gave away their community. And then they think that people are going to fucking answer to them. That's cute. That's fucking real cute. Like they're doing me a favor, y'all. That's funny. It's fucking funny. Yeah, the person who helped out with money today for me to get cigarettes isn't even associated with the people in that fucking server. Like that's the funniest part about it. Like they think they have control over the $10 that I just got today, even though the person who gave it to me isn't even in that fucking server. So you guys are judging me over money you wouldn't have even fucking gave me in the first place. You fucking cocksucking pieces of shit. No, never question why I block certain people. Like y'all should never fucking question why certain people are just completely fucking blocked wherever the fuck I go. Like no one should ever be like, Rebel, why is this person blocked? Like you should already know by now. Like the funniest thing is that my message this morning to my YouTube audience that was directed towards my YouTube audience somehow got mixed up with that fucking Discord server in which they think I was implying every single one of them because they think that they're all of YouTube and they think that they have control over everybody's fucking life in there. Fuck them. You know, like as if I actually want something from those nasty pieces of fucking shit who did nothing but help Andrew and Tonic and Shed Show for the past fucking 5 years. As if they did everything for everyone out here. And you motherfuckers are really going to act like I owe you something. Like I was even talking about your server. Fuck your server. Yo, that server would do me nothing. You guys are doing more of like distracting me than you're doing any favors by adding me in that server. I say fuck you people. Fuck your fucking server. Not only that, but I blocked everybody out of my fucking server, my Discord server, from Rada's server, just like I've been doing for the past 4 years, because I will not answer to those motherfuckers. Like if me asking for $5 or $10 is such a big fucking problem in which you guys have to fucking alienate me completely, you best fucking alienate me right now, motherfucker, because I will not be your friends. If you people think you have control over what I do with $5 fucking, you can get the fuck out of my life so fucking damn quick. Oh my God, you guys can get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out, you old fucking worthless pieces of fucking shit. Fuck you. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Fucking people want to act like you're important. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. I will teach you motherfuckers what it's like to not be important. I will show you motherfuckers how quickly you will be unimportant, motherfucker. What bothers me for real is the help that I got today wasn't even from someone in that group, but they still think they have the authority over the money that I got from someone else who wasn't even in that fucking server. Like you pathetic, fucking self-righteous, fucking greedy motherfuckers. Because I wasn't even looking to get money from you, and you still think that the money had something to do with you. Oh, because it was me who asked for help, Punkalicious. That's the problem, you know? Oh, like, what I do with money, whether it's me getting donations or even if I had income, it should never be their business like that, to the point where they're going to completely alienate me based upon me asking like for $5 or something like that, you know, or thinking that they're somehow responsible for me getting the $5 or the $10, even though it was someone else who wasn't even in that server but they still think that they have the authority over that $5 or $10. Yeah, no, that's the fucking problem. It does bother me because these people really like don't have to buy me out to be my friends. Like that's really what pisses me off the most is like it doesn't even have to be that way. But these people who instill this notion that it's a problem for me asking for a few dollars or some shit, they're keeping me from ever getting to know any of you and instilling it in your minds like all I want is your fucking money. And that's not a narrative? That's not a fucking agenda? And the great, hey y'all, wasn't Shed Show just e-begging the other night on his stream? And whenever Asmir or one of his groups of people ever want to come into Rada's Discord server, it just so happens like, man, they don't give him shit. Like, hey, man, it's a problem that your friend AC Shed Show keeps fucking grifting. It's a fucking problem that he's a fucking scammer. Yeah, we don't know if we want to let him back in because your friend is a fucking scam. No, they don't bring that shit up. No, they do not bring that fucking shit up. But they'll bring it up when I want to try to get $5 or $10 or something like that. You know what I mean? Because it's a big fucking deal. Like, yeah, Ernie Shell just made $500 the other day. Scammed the fuck out of an audience of like 200-300 people. But I'm the fucking problem asking for $10 fucking dollars. Corrosive, you can suck a fucking dick. No, I don't need $5. I got help earlier. Someone was kind and helped out. And that person wasn't even in that Discord server with those people. So I found it ironic that these people somehow think they're responsible for the donations that I did or didn't get. You're like a specific server thinking that I can't join again because I come on the internet on my fucking channel and ask for support. They think they're in control. It really does suck because when things like this happen, my stubbornness ends up blocking everybody from that server in my server. Like, even if I wanted to get along with certain people who were in his server, it's unfortunate because Rada and Corrosive and Golden Eyes, what they do is they inadvertently get me to just block everybody out of my server, kick them right out. So any chance that I got to have to maybe get to know some people or whatever, down the drain, gone, because Rada, y'all, has spoken. I got to prove my point too. And that's my way of proving my point. Is like, you know what? You want to create an environment that everyone has to be part of a cult. Everyone has to think the same way. You can fucking have it. You can fucking have it. You can take your fucking people, you can take your puppets, and take your shit and get the fuck out of my server. Nope, I'm mad because Rada and certain people in that server think that they're in control of whether I get donations or not. Or if I get a donation, it's a problem for them. If I go live and I ask for support, that's a problem for them. That's an issue. It's so much of an issue that if I try to get back in that server again, after the fact of asking for like, I don't know, $10 or some shit, there's a fucking problem, yo. Because, it looks like I try to hustle from that group, even though the person who helped me out wasn't even in that fucking server, isn't even associated to those shitfucks. Somehow, they've taken it upon themselves to think that I was fucking asking them to cater to me. Fucking dumb fucks! Like, I could have told all of you months ago that people in that server wouldn't support me with donations. I would have already known before people would have even had to tell me. So for them to just think all of a sudden today was a day to think that I'm trying to ask for them to give me help. Trust me, no one in that fucking server of 90 fucking people or 80 whatever would help my ass. Period. Like, I'm sure that. Trust me. I did not join that server to try to get fucking support or fucking grip from your friends in there. I already know what they are. I know what they stand for. Most of them are anti-Connie. Trust me, I was not expecting help from you motherfuckers. That was not the point of me leaving that server today. It was absolutely not. I was testing out to see if you fucks have been responsible for me not getting support on here for the past 3 years. And yes, I've proven that that's exactly what the fuck they've tried to do. As they helped Andrew get a new generator and all, as they helped fucking all these pieces of shit like Shed Show get all the support and all, but they make sure that they fucking call me out for asking for fucking $5 or $10 or whatever. Even if it's for weed, it's like the money that they put into AC and Brett and all these other people, it's disgusting compared to like the support I get. But they'll still think that they have control over it, y'all. And even Rada's server, even those that claim they don't like Brett, claim they don't like Shed Show, well, guess what? They'll fight harder to make sure I don't get support than them. That's a priority. But you know what? The problem is that they think that I need their support. The problem is that they think I need them to cater to me. I never entered or joined that server thinking any one of those motherfuckers would. Trust me. It was like I was joining that server and I did not expect anything in return. If anything, I expected to get attacked more than anything else. So if you fucks really want to believe that I somehow joined that server to try to gain something from you, fuck you. Fucking smart ass shit. Fucking Golden Eye's nasty bitch. Like, I could say that most of what's happening today is partly Golden Eye's fucking fault. Most of what's been happening for the past 2-3 years is probably Golden Eye's probably responsible for that shit. You know what I mean? While she fucking gets her friends to donate money to Brett for talking about minors' vaginas and shit. You know, here they are fucking calling me out for asking for $10 on the internet, man. Such a big fucking deal, you know? Has to fucking call me out for asking for support. Fucking, you know, prostitute lover, you fucking stripper lover, you know, fuck you, you know, all you fucking people from that side, just like, I don't even want anything to do with you, because you know what, you were only going to drag me down no matter what. You motherfuckers were only going to drag me down, you know, and then if I ever made even a little bit of my life, like anything for myself in my life, you'd probably do everything you could to take it away, you know, like those people are fucking shit, garbage fucking people. You know, and especially because they'll still love Sugar Crits. They'll still love Golden Eyes. They'll still heed their warnings. They'll still listen to everything they have to say. You know, even if it means demonizing me, like as if I'm worse than everybody else out here. Well, by God, you know what? They're gonna do it. Because, you know, they're just gonna fucking keep listening to these stupid fucking idiots who just wanna fucking suck Brett's dick. That's just what it is. You know, nasty ass Golden Eyes. You know, she'll stay quiet when I'm in a VC. She won't say shit. The moment I leave that server, oh, she will talk fucking shit, you know, like she will judge every fucking aspect of one's life. Just make sure you leave that server, have her talk shit behind your back, and the bitch will gossip like no other. Say it ain't so, y'all, you know, and then they draw back in staph infection, back into Rada's VC, you know, because like it's just so important to connect with Steph, you know. Even though we know Steph is good friends still with ASMR, and which is still good friends with the Shed Show, but we should still allow Steph to be in a server to coincide with all of us. Well, we all have a big issue with Connie asking for $5 or $10. Oh my God! These people are fucking garbage, full of shit. LG comes into a VC last week.
I don't do any more drama. I'm not connected to any more drama. I don't like this stuff anymore.
2 days later, she's doxing my mom's name. You know, she's just like, you know, sharing you know, heart to heart with Sugar Crits on how, you know, I deserve to be homeless and shit. And TikTok, the time is coming before your eviction, Connie. You know, but she's done with the drama though, y'all. You know, it's like these people are fucking full of shit. Full of fucking shit. Steph, you're fucking garbage. ASMR, thanks for the $100. You're fucking shit. You are fucking shit, bro. Bruh. Thanks for the $90. You can suck my dick, bitch. Yeah, y'all, they control me with money. Yeah, I know. They've only given me $90 so I could tell them to suck my dick. Trust me, y'all, they've given Brett much more. That's chump change to them. That's nothing to them. They give Brett that shit like almost every day. That's nothing to them, trust me. Fuck them. Fuck them. Thanks for the money. Suck my dick. Suck my dick, ASMR, bitch. You two Shed Show. Like, fuck your fucking neutral ground. Getting this community to get along. You're gonna insert yourselves into whether I get $5 or $10. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're fucking Jamie, piece of shit. You're Elizabeth Gay. Fuck your Asmir. And fuck you too, you fat motherfucker. Oh, and on top of it, that's what it looks like to not get along in a community. That's what it looks like to keep the war going. That's what it looks like to be a dumb fucking Mexican. That's what it looks like to be a piece of shit who doesn't want anybody to get along. That's what the fuck it looks like. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like when you motherfuckers think you can control me, you know? And you're just gonna fucking decide whether you're catering to me or not because I'm in a certain Discord server with you. You stupid motherfuckers think you have control over my fucking channels or my fucking life. That's what it looks like when I tell Rada to suck a fucking dick. The fucking doxing going real life piece of shit. Don't you fucking pieces of shit think that you're going to talk about the money that I get on here when I don't even have a means of income, and you're going to try to fuck with mine and my mother's survival. That's the biggest insult you could probably do
to fucking try to get in the way of that, especially if it's over something like cigarettes or whatever. Like if it's not really something that's over like, 20-30 bucks or some shit like that, and you fucks really think you have the right to talk shit. Well, there's people funneling hundreds of dollars to Brett or Shed Show or whatever the fuck for no reason at all. Like, no, you are not going to interfere with my survival. You are not going to interfere with that, because that is my survival at that point when I don't have a means of income. And then you shit fuck motherfuckers want to fucking try to stumble me from making $5 or $10 on here or whatever the fuck it is. Like, no, that's not going to fucking happen. I will ice that entire fucking community out. I will fucking ice all of them. I will make sure that they will never spend time in my servers for another 3-4 fucking years. Do you hear me, Rada, you piece of shit? You really think I want anything from you, you motherfucker? You worthless piece of fuck? You really think that I thought any of your friends would do a damn thing for me? Fuck them. They haven't done shit for me. Those people have done more to drag me down. Drag me fucking down. Shit. Fucking bullshit. I don't even want to be friends with you, to be honest. Like, I'm sick and tired trying to get along with anybody. Like, it's clear that my life is just going to be full of being fucking judged. I'm always going to be different. I'd rather not be friends with any of you. You cocksucking motherfuckers. All of you, every single fucking one of you. I don't give a fuck anymore.
They've been doing this sort of shit for the past 4 years or whatever. They have their elaborate ways. They know what to do. It's like they coordinate this shit to make sure that you have to kind of just desert all these people just to prove a point. Because if not, then they're just going to do everything they can to just judge your existence and tell you how worthless you are. You know what I mean? It's just like you can't even coincide with people like that. You just can't. Even if there's a few cool ones in there, they'll always do what they have to do to make sure they protect them, cater to them, coddle them, make sure that they're not friends with Rebel. They'll make sure that you get to be friends with anybody else but Rebel, and that's fine, because I'll have it that way. If that's what it has to be, then I don't need to talk to anybody. That's nobody from that group, at least. And it's that simple. I can just cut everybody out, Rada can prove his point. He can be like, it's so important to discipline Rebel or whoever the fuck is in that server, thinking that, somehow, keeping me blocked out of there is going to prove a point or some shit, because I was such a burden on them and all, or whatever the fuck it was. But, it's just like, man, your group is partly responsible for me being still in the situation I'm in. It's like they distracted the fuck out of me for years now and did everything they could to make sure I didn't get support, even though they'd brush me to the side to start supporting Vegas Valley. They'd brush me to the side to start supporting Tommy D. They'd brush me to the side to support Lord Doc. They'd brush me to the side to support fucking anybody else but me. And then I come on here, ask for $5 or $10, and it's a problem for them. It's not even someone who helped me out with the $5 or $10 who was even in that server, but they still think that it's them who has the power. They decide. See, that's my issue. That's my issue right there. They think that they are so in control that even the $10 that I received earlier somehow is because of them, even though the person who helped me out isn't even them, but they still think that they were the ones in power. Like when someone told me the reasoning why Rada wouldn't let me back in his server earlier, I was shocked, because the reasoning was pretty stupid. The reasoning was because something about catering to me, or people were sick of catering to me. And I just, stopped and thought about it. And I'm like, wait a minute. Nobody in that group has ever fucking catered to me. If anything, I had to defend myself more just being in that group than anything else. The fuck are they talking about catering? You know what I mean? And then it just was like, it kind of set me off, because it's just like, wait a minute. The support that I got earlier wasn't even from anyone in that group. Huh. That's interesting. How do they see it like they somehow are responsible when they're not even the ones who even were thinking of helping me at all? It's just like, you dumb fucking judgmental pieces of shit. All you do is sit in VC all day and you just assume you know everything. That's my fucking problem. No, not anymore. No, not now. You know what I mean? No, not really. It's like, I'm glad they said that. I'm glad that I knew why I wasn't being let into the Discord, because now I'm happy. Now that I know the real reason, yeah, I'm never going back in that server again. I never went in that server to try to get support or help. There was already people who would have helped me out or support people who would have done, helped me out, who aren't even connected to that. They're the only people who actually help are people who aren't even associated to that group anyway. So I don't know what they thought, that by me going in that server, somehow I was going to gain from that. No, I always lose from going in there. If anything, I lose like 10 years of my life every time I enter that shit fucking Discord server. And y'all, I don't want y'all to be fooled by that little performance that Andrew gave last week coming up on my panel, pretending to be nice or whatever the fuck that was. He's full of shit. All right. He is definitely, most certainly responsible for being these sock accounts that come into the chat still throwing threats around. He's most certainly telling people to not support me. He is most certainly still engaged in this. He most certainly has something to do with Andrew still putting my grandmother's images up. He most certainly is involved with breast channels, and I will not hear anything otherwise. All right? He is a fucking scammer piece of shit, regardless of what the fuck he does to come up here and play his little act. He is a fucking shit fuck, meth head, piece of shit, and whoever fucking listens to his bullshit is just as dumb as him. I have no doubt that that motherfucker is still to this day going real life on me. I can sense his presence. I can sense him still fucking with my life. Like, even though they're not putting it out there, I can still fucking feel it. My spidey senses are crawling. Like, I can feel that tingling, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like, no one's going to convince me otherwise. And a lot of people in that fucking server are just like him. All right. And they can say one thing, but they probably mean another. Just 2 weeks ago, I was in VC. This is a good example here. And Andrew was in that VC. Rada was in that VC. Andrew was in there and a few other people. And it's interesting because last week, you guys remember Andrew on my panel saying that he didn't wish death upon me. But it's interesting because a week prior, when I was in that VC with Andrew, he was telling me to follow the light. Yeah, you know, he was basically wishing death upon me, you know, telling me to follow the light. I wasn't even telling him anything. I didn't even say anything to him, wasn't even interacting with him. But he was very, you know, he clearly got his point across. But then it's just like a week later, he wants to spread some bullshit, play his little act on here, you know, play his little performance and shit. But that's all it really is. Like, a lot of these people, they just perform. That's why you saw ASMR give me $90. That wasn't because he was a good guy. That wasn't because he was, you know, he was generous. No, it was not. You know, like, see, the thing, these people, man, they know how to play their act. That, you know, sometimes they know how to play it real well. But like, it's just, you know, a lot of times, most times, that's all it is. You know, and like, that's why, you know, a day later or that same day, I said, you know, hey guys, you know, even though ASMR gave me that $90, it doesn't mean he controls me. You know, doesn't mean that him and his friends are going to get me to do what they want me to do. Doesn't mean they're going to take control. And that's when you saw they never came back here again. Then all of a sudden, you never seen ASMR give me a donation again after that, right? Like, you didn't see him coming back into this chat. You know, he even left Rada's Discord server, abandoned ship to go with AC over in his server. You know, like, they got their point across. And now him and AC are good friends again. Who would have ever thought, you know? And most of these gatekeepers who throw money around to these clowns, they're still giving these people money. You know, I have no doubt that that $90 was like a test. You know, how disciplined can this motherfucker be if we give him money, you know? And watch, either he's going to just completely just say, fuck it, or he's going to take it and get disciplined. And then we got one on our side. Then we can discipline Rebs. You know, let's test it out to see how this goes. But see, that's the problem. I'm not a test. I'm not a test subject. Yeah, like, I'm not a lab rat. Like, I don't like being tested. I don't like the feeling of people using me like I'm a thing. Fuck that. Out of here with this scammer ass motherfucker. It's like, you got a few good years left of this scam. You keep going, and it's just going to crumble right in front of you. You're just going to watch it all fucking fall apart. You're going to be left with nothing, Shed Show. I guarantee it. All these fake friends you make on here, and it won't even lead to anything in real life, because it was all just a fucking online, just, you know, manufactured belief that these people gave a fuck about you, when really you can't attract people to give a fuck about you when you base an entire show and your entire persona on being shit. You know, like, eventually people are going to see you as shit and they're going to move the fuck on. You know, I was an Uber driver at one point. I don't know if I told people, but I once worked for Uber. I used to do Uber Eats. And, you know, I was pretty good at it. Like, you know, I kind of liked it as long as I stayed in my area, you know, didn't get on the highway. I hated going on the highway and having to traverse to some suburb. But that's where the money was at too, though. So I try to, like, head into suburbs sometimes. But see, the thing is like, then there was like certain times where
someone would order something, you go to pick it up, deliver it to the person, but the person wouldn't be there because the location wasn't right or something wasn't right. And so, lo and behold, the person that you were there to bring the food to, maybe just doesn't show, or maybe it's a different address or whatever. And so sometimes you have to call up customer service at that point, let them know. There was one point where I got lazy and I didn't call customer service when someone wasn't there at the address that I brought the food to. And so that adds to like negative points on your score of whatever on Uber. And if you have like a certain amount of deliveries or something that you don't get right or whatever like that, what they can do is they can take your instant cash out away. So, and that's pretty much like the only benefit to driving for Uber Eats is to do the instant cash out. Once that's taken away, you're only getting paid every week, one time a week. Like, just, you're not getting to choose when you take the money out, pretty much. Like, they take the ability to cash out the money away from you. Okay. So, like, I had to quit. I had to stop working Uber Eats. I try to complain to them that it's not fair, that I need to like get paid on the spot because like I can't survive any other way. And that, like, they just, no, they weren't helpful at all. They were very serious about taking my instant cash out away. And so that's why I stopped working for Uber Eats back in early 2019, I think from 2018 to 2019, like before we got evicted or whatever. And that's why I didn't work for Uber or did Uber when we were homeless, because if we were homeless and I was able to do the instant cash out, like, we would have been eating, like, we would have been at a motel, no problem, every night, no big deal. But Uber really fucked me over with that shit, because once they took the instant cash out away, guess what? You work and you get paid when they tell you get paid. You know, so I couldn't wait, like, every, what was it, Friday or some shit to get paid or whatever after doing all these deliveries and stuff. Like, it just doesn't make sense to not be able to instantly cash out. So, and Instacart doesn't. So the Instacart, I tried Instacart, and apparently you need to do like five or three, four, five successful deliveries, meaning like go shopping for someone, bring the food to them, all that shit. And then the app like shows a certain amount of money that you were supposedly paid, but you don't get to cash it out. You don't get to deposit it, anything like that, until you do like three, four other deliveries on top of it, so that they know that you're a loyal, worker for their company and shit. So, like, say you make 40, 50, $60 the first delivery, you're not getting paid. No, you have to wait till, you do the other, three, four, five other deliveries, and then they'll let you get paid or some stupid shit. And that's why I never bothered doing Instacart, because they had this stupid shit set up. I never got paid for that delivery I did for Instacart. And that was for like a lot of food. Some woman ordered like $90 worth of food, and I brought it to her, everything, drove there, brought it to her, brought it even in her house, carried the bags, all that shit. And like, they send the money directly to the app. And guess what? I never was able to cash it out ever. Never got to cash it out. Blocked. Boop. And so, I mean, if you go about things right, and, you don't have that instant cash out taken away, like, you can make good money doing Uber. But when, it was just like that happened like right before we ended up getting evicted, and it was like, if like, it sucks because it would have been the perfect time to have the instant cash out when we were homeless. Like, yeah, like every single night I would have been able to make money for us to get in a motel, no problem, if I was able to do that. And I kept calling Uber to get them to fix it. They never wanted to fix it. They told me I had to wait like 3 months or some shit for it to clear up. I'm just like, I can't wait 3 months or some shit. Like, I need to cash out now. And yeah, that was my whole experience with Uber. Fuck, shit fucks. And then I couldn't do regular Uber because I did, like, the whole sign up process was just a headache. Like, they want to like see all this, too many documentations and shit. Like, it's just like way more shit that you have to do to like prove that you're a loyal driver and all the shit, just to be able to like drive a human being. So I just settled for the like Uber Eats part, but I never expected that they could take the instant cash out away. Like, I didn't think that that was fair, but it is what it is. I haven't tried it since, but now I don't have a car, so it's just, But when I first got the car, I thought that it was like I thought that it was like reliable enough to do Uber. If I really knew that the car wasn't that great quality, even back then, I probably wouldn't have done as many drives as I did or deliveries or whatever. Because it's just like I don't even think it was a good idea to put that much wear and tear in the car that first year or whatever. But it is what it is. It wasn't like I like went to New Hampshire or some shit, or, like I didn't go out that far with it or some shit. But it's still just like a headache. Don't say hi to Crafty Cat, bitch. You leave Crafty Cat alone, you monster. Yeah, she wouldn't hang out in VC with you. I know Crafty Cat better than you little fish. All right, you're not being funny. You're not even being funny. That's just stupid to even think that that's to try to convince us of that. Like it's so childish. Like just what um I will Crafty. I'm sorry I'm not like I'm trying to catch up with y'all. I'm sorry. I'm like I never catch up with the chat. It's like I'm always like I don't even like being mad all the time. Like in all honesty, like I wish everyone could just get along. Like if I had it my way, I would just tell everyone and give each other a hug and shut up. Like but like, unfortunately there's people who just they want to break the they want to break love apart. They want to break kindness and positivity apart. They want to destroy it with their ratchet ratchet ways and shit and their possessiveness and shittery, and they don't want to give a chance to like see life in a different perspective because they always are angry and self-righteous and narcissistic and all that shit, all that all that fucking shit. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm going through some stress in my real life, but like I don't want to talk about, like I don't even have any, like there's no way I can talk about it on here. So like I'll just ramble on about other stuff too, because sometimes like I just don't know how to talk about that stuff. But at the same time, I am kind of pissed off that someone or people in the Rada server really thought that they were doing me a favor or some shit by letting me in the server. Like that's just like all you did was invite me into a Discord server. It's not like I have any extra privileges or like I'm being, catered to or coddled or anything of the sort just because I'm in a server on Discord. Like that's the part that pisses me off is like why would people even think that way? Creepy, all stalkerish like, as if like somehow they really have some sort of power or control over me, and that's it's kind of like creepy. Like that part's creepy. That part's the part where it's like okay, like that's weird. That's like it wasn't even like that at all. Like it's just like for real. I can't with those people. Like they're impossible to get along with. Like I swear, because they'll always judge me. They will never, ever, ever, ever stop judging me or looking down upon me. They will never look at me as just a person like them. I will always be less than, like it's just always going to be that way. So almost like 2 years ago, me and Rada, we had a falling out that was similar, in which he'd go over and start supporting someone named Richard Cheese, as Richard Cheese would restream every stream that I did, slandering, mocking me and my imagery, and belittling me, dehumanizing me, for years. There he was doing that, and so I, out of stubbornness or hate, blocked everyone or kicked everyone who was in his server or go over to his channels in my Discord and in my chats. That was like 2 years ago. You know, and they know that I'll respond like that. Like they know it, right? They just know that once they start trying to control my anything in my life or anything that I do, certain types of things, like it's just like man, that's when it's like I'll just block everybody from that group. And they know that, like like so when they do things that like they'll intentionally try to like kick me from that server or whatever it is, get me to like drop out myself, or claim that like they don't have to cater to me or whatever the fuck it is, as if they were catering to me or some fucking bullshit. Like you can just bet that no matter what, they're always trying to get that one up on me. Like they're always trying to play that same game they played 2 years ago, and it's never going to change. Like that's just who they are. Like because that's what it is. And but they'll intentionally do that shit, you know get me, taunt me, antagonize me, whatever it is, knowing that I'm going to respond that way. So it's like they shouldn't be shocked once they act a certain way, do something a certain way, say something that's, judging me in a certain way, and knowing that I'm going to respond in a certain way, and then be surprised when I respond a certain way. Like, it's just like, you should already know. Like, that's your faults for going about it the same way you did 2 years ago. Like, I mean, I get it, but like, why should they care what I think? You know what I mean? It's just like, then why should my business be their business is the problem. It's just like, it never should have been, and it isn't, but they still act like it is. Like, it's uncomfortable. Like, it's creepy, you know? Like, but I mean, obviously I'm not going to want to share a Discord server with people like that, who all they're going to do is just judge me based upon any little thing. you know that's not really something that I'm because, like, yeah, like, if I'm a burden on people, like, if I'm the problem, it's just like such a big issue to like have me in a server or some shit, or have me around a VC or something when I'm like quiet most of the time anyway. Like, then yeah, like, just, I don't need to hang around with them. Like, why should I even bother? Then at that point, they're cult members. They're going to do what they're told, and I might as well just like separate myself from them, because that's what I'm used to. Like, it's just like, that's how it's been for years. That's how it's just going to continue to be, because that's how the way they choose it to be. I mean, that's up to them. I don't really like keep going. I'm not trying to keep going. Like, I'm not the one coming in their servers like antagonizing them and shit. But they're gonna do what they're gonna do. Like, and then they're gonna try to paint it out like, I'm the one who's the problem everywhere. Like, I'm the issue for everybody. So, I mean, I still stand by it. Like, the issues are like, stand with like Golden Eyes, probably. Like, I still stand by that. Like, something with Golden Eyes, and she's definitely like one of these gatekeepers out here causing like Brett to be supported, while I'm like, shat on still to this day. Like, I have no doubt Golden Eyes is still behind it. Like, I could say straight up off the tip, 100% first and foremost Golden Eyes. Like, if you're in a VC with her, she'll completely stay silent on the matter. Like, she'll even pretend to be cool with you or some shit. But I can guarantee it, she's one of these people out here controlling what happens. Like, whether I'm shit on or not, whether Brett gets supported or not, she loves the Shed Show, so of course she makes sure he gets supported and shit. Like, but like, I'm telling you, like, something with Golden Eyes. Like, I can't even say for sure what it is exactly, but I can just feel it. Like, it's just in my gut. Like, I can feel Golden Eyes is definitely responsible for a lot of this shit. And she's in a lot of people's ears. And a lot of people listen to her. And of course, the people who have money in this community, they love her. So of course they listen to her. It's no wonder why a lot of people support Brett right now. Like, it's no wonder why people have veered in that direction. And then it's just like, people are in VC with this woman, and they act like nothing. Like they'll even talk about secrets with her, share all these fucking gossips with her, thinking that she's not going to tell these fucking other people and stuff. And I can guarantee you, she's gossiping this information onto that group, like Shed Show, and all these other people like Asmir or whoever the fuck, like Steph. They're definitely trying to connect the groups for sure. They want to pretend to be neutral, but see, the problem is, you can't mix people like that together with people like us, because we're just not like that. Those people want to see people hurt. Those people want to see people suffer. Those people get amused when they see people hurt. We're not like that. So that's the problem of mixing people in, like, from that group in with this group, is because what happens is that eventually it gets desensitized, and the majority of that group gets turned evil, sadistic, and dark, and then they end up pushing everybody else who's good out, just like it happened with the community that we once were part of here. That's like, the dead one, the one that, the kind of one that's dead now. That's why you should be extra cautious adding someone like Steph into your groups and shit. That's why you should be extra cautious letting people like Asmir just lurk and linger around. Like, this is the reason why it's pretty fucking dumb to try to connect the communities thinking that something good will come out of it. See, this stream right here that I'm doing, this is free. That's why I'm not even sharing my Cash App or my PayPal on here, because this stream, what I'm giving you guys here, this is free. This is because I want to say it. This is because it has to be said. This is like, me giving back to them tenfold on the shit that they gave me for the past 2-3 years. Like, it's just like, the amount of money that they'll throw my way couldn't compare to the damage that they've caused. But it's just like,
okay, all right, like let's pretend like these people are fucking saints, like they've never done anything wrong. I know, because they're so much more deserving in scamming people for their money on the internet. Scam, scam, scam. Shed Show Productions. I know. So important to scam your way to the top, to deceive whomever, to befriend whomever. You shit fat fucking fuck. Your psychological ops can suck my dick. I don't even like saying that. I want to stop saying suck my dick. I don't even like it. Like, I feel like it's gross. I don't even like saying it. See, that's why I'm pissed off too, is because these people have gotten me to say things that in my real life I don't even want to say. I don't even like to say. They've got me telling people to suck my dick. I don't even like telling people to suck my dick. It makes me uncomfortable telling people to suck my dick just as much as other people hearing me say to suck my dick. Like, I don't even like it, and that's also like one of the reasons why I'm pissed off. It's just like they've turned me into somebody that comes on here telling people to suck his dick. I don't want to be a person to tell you to suck my dick. I don't want to have to be that. I don't want to be that person. And that's exactly part of it. Like, I shouldn't have to be here telling anybody to suck my dick. No. And that's not even saying that I don't want someone to suck my dick. Like, like, I'm a straight guy. Like, yeah, I'm not saying that once in a while, I wouldn't want to but that's not something that I want to tell people on here. That's not something I should be saying on YouTube. You should not be coming on YouTube telling people to suck said dick. I don't want to be coming on YouTube to tell anyone to suck my dick. It should never happen. That's something that you share privately with somebody that you want to share in that kind of manner. But on here, on YouTube, I should not be telling people to suck my dick. And I don't want to tell people to suck my dick. But that's when I get frustrated, when I get angry, and then it just comes out. And then all of a sudden, then you'll hear me telling people to suck my dick. I don't know why. And I do not like saying it. I hate saying it. Like, it's just like, what the fuck, dude? I don't even like saying fuck. But then I'll end up saying fuck, and it's just like I screw it all up. Because now I can't even leave the stream up. I can't even I can't keep it unprivated. I gotta private that bitch. Because then guess what? People are gonna see me as just a swear, as just but then they'll clip it, then they'll record it, and then then they'll show my dark side at one point in time, 3.5 years ago, when I said something nasty then too. It's just like, you can't avoid that shit. You can't avoid it. Like, I would rather be a good-natured person. I'd rather tell you all to give me a hug. I'd rather love and instead of hate. But then it's just like, you get dragged by these shit fucks. But then that's what all they are. That's all, like, literally all they are shit fucks. Like, they're not good. They're no good. They're rotten to the core. Fucking Uber driving motherfuckers. And, that's like, I'm not even saying that Uber driving is a bad venture, because it could be good for you. But then there's just some, like, fucking shit fuck motherfucker from, who claims he lives in Texas, who, has a pot belly, who drives around and then comes back home to his shed. And this motherfucker thinks he's a fucking god amongst men. Oh my God. He thinks he rules the earth. He thinks he rules the motherfucking galaxy. He thinks he rules. He thinks he's the president of the United States or El Mexico. This motherfucker thinks he's the shit. And it's just like, oh my fucking God. And like, at the end of the day, it's just like, you are so stupid. Your friends are dumb. You're not even funny. Your show sucks. No one even wants to stay up till that frickin' AM to watch your show, except a bunch of drunks or, alcoholics or, drugs anonymous, whatever the fuck. You can't watch the Shed Show and not take some sort of narcotics or drugs. I don't care what anyone says. You're either taking sleeping pills, you are on something, you are on some sort of fucking benzodiazepine, you are taking something, motherfucker. I don't care what anybody says. You are drinking coffee or tea late at night, drinking caffeine when you should not be. Like, it's like your body is telling you to sleep, but you are keeping yourself awake. And guess what? The only way to heal your body is through sleeping. Sleeping is the only way to cure and heal the body. And if you are not getting your 8 hours of sleep, you are destroying your body. You are hurting your body. You are doing no good for yourself. You are hurting yourself, and you are paying another Mexican. You are paying a Mexican to keep you awake late at night, to hurt your body, to destroy who you are. He doesn't even consider your health. He doesn't even consider how your body is not healing from the sleeping mechanisms in which can restore your health. No, you are being sideswiped. You are being led astray. I lost it now. I was heading somewhere with that. I had some I was going somewhere with that, and then I lost it somewhere within whatever I was just saying. But you guys get my point, and that's why um it's important to to I'm just like I feel oh my god, my mom, she had like some Marshall's credit or whatever, and she got me some new headphones. I need to show off my new Bluetooth headphones because I haven't had Bluetooth headphones for like over 5 years or something, like actually literally like 5 years or whatever. And they were like a cheap kind of pair. They weren't like that much, but they like I'm excited. Like I'm excited to try them out. Oh my god, she's the best mom ever. But like uh she hooked me up with that. And then we also, because we both wanted to try some freeze dried Skittles. I think that's what they are. So we found some. It was like the only bag there of some freeze dried Skittles. So later, I think they're freeze dried Skittles because they look like it. It doesn't say it, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So later on, we're gonna try that and see what it's like with some freeze dried Skittles, and so gonna see was good. I don't know why people have to spam my chat to try to get attention, to try to show us all how childish they really are. I don't know why people have to be attention seekers and show their immaturity and prove to everyone that they're not grown up because growing up is just not in their nature. It's just interesting how a grown man can even be a father, in which I'm not even a father, and yet still not carry any bit of maturity enough to know when to be an adult. That's fucking hilarious. I mean, at the end of the day, it just goes to show how, the imperfections of one individual can really outweigh the good values in which they try to pretend to display. It's just interesting how an individual can completely just eradicate their maturity to a degree where they are just not in the same level of what an adult would be. Their minds are just completely just mush. It's just like this is what happens when somebody comes out of a psycho unit off of antipsychotics and shit, and they just never are restored back to norm. This is like an example when an individual cannot carry the traits of an adult of maturity to a degree where they cannot express anything but immaturity to that extent, in a sense. All right, in a sense. if you if you miss something, then you have not been listening. Okay, if you have missed it, then surely you are not paying attention, sir. Okay, this is the actual factual. This is more actual factual than Blaine Katie would ever be able to portray. And also, by the way, who would like to take Rebel on? Who would like Rebel to take them on? Who would like to take Rebel on a date? Since I've displayed so much more maturity than all of the others, I am more deserving on having someone take me out on a date. Booty Ward. What's up? I'm not smart, crafty. I'm just maybe I am a little bit, but not a lot. I'm really not smart. I'm actually not really that smart. When it comes to like mathematics, I suck. I suck at math. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I probably like don't put like mathematics in front of me because I will not probably be that smart. I'm better at scholastics. I was always better maybe book smart, but even then I can be kind of dumb. Like there's a lot of things that like even if I try to write like a paragraph, like a story, like I'd probably have a lot of like misspellings in there and shit, and I don't even know. Like I'd get stuff wrong. I would probably wouldn't get it right. I'm dumb when it comes to that shit. There's some things that I'm better at. Like I'm better at technology when it comes to like softwares and production, music. Music is a lot more easy for me to like get a sense of, or like editing programs. For some reason, like I have some great learning techniques when it comes to like editing and stuff like that, or like art, but when it comes to like when it comes to like certain things, like maybe I'm not the most bright, but like at the same time, I've never tried to be an astrologist or a scientist. I'm not trying to be
I'm not trying to be the next, mathematician. Like I don't really give a fuck about changing the world. Like if you really ask me, do I like, maybe like a little bit, like to give people a little bit of love or positivity or something. But like I'm not gonna like change the world with any innovations of any sort. I'm not gonna invent the next Tesla. I ain't going around creating the new Cybertruck. I'd like to drive a Cybertruck, but do I want to create the son of a bitch? Hell no. I have no idea how to create an iPhone or an Android, nor do I want to know how to build it. I'm not somebody who thinks of knowing how to invent shit. All right, I wouldn't even know how to invent the toaster. But at the end of the day, like I'm just me. All right, and if you don't like me, then that's on you. That's on you, Prime. All right, that's a you thing. That's a you problem. If you don't like me, so that's and I'm sorry for blocking you out, kicking y'all from my Discord server, all the ladies and stuff, because I really want y'all to join again. Like I actually didn't want to kick y'all, but then because I got mad at Rada, I was like, well, this is my only way to get my point across to Rada that like I'm actually really upset that people are judging me to that degree. And I know it's not even the majority of the people over there. Like it probably is only like one or two, three people there. And that's like that. Then I get stubborn. I end up kicking people from my server, just try to prove a point. But like it was just like the spur of the moment. And now I'm upset because I even did it. And now I just want y'all back again there. But it's like, damn, because like Rada, and he wasn't even in my server. That's the thing about it too. Like he wasn't even there. But like then I get to a point where it's just like, man, what if this is like a me problem? What if it's just like nobody likes me anyway? And so then I have to like in the spur of the moment I do something, and I just like I get stubborn and I just say, you know what? I'm never going to be liked. I'm never going to have friends. No one's ever going to accept me. I should just accept it. Connie's just always going to be somebody who will never be accepted by people and looked at as an equal. I'll always be looked down upon. I will always be the black sheep, the just the outcast of the bunch. And so like what do you do in that situation where you feel like you're just an outcast and you just have to be exiled or deserted? Just have to be isolated from existence because you're just nobody should know you. Nobody should even bother. Nobody should even try because you don't have a job and you don't have a means of survival. You don't have a means of income. You don't have any real friends. You're just somebody who just like, doesn't have a purpose. And, you had a chance where you had many chances where, you could have done something, but you didn't. And, you're like almost like fucking 35 years old and you still made nothing out of your life. And, you have people expecting you to like, just get up and get it done like you're 18 years old or some shit. I mean, yeah, it's not like it's not like I have weight on my shoulders. It's not like I have a burden on my own to have to try to live up to my failures because of, I mean, it's just no winning in my situation, and especially considering all the shit that's going on. I mean, it's a real shitty situation I'm in. And I mean, it's not even like I even want to put it out there. It's just like, yeah, I'm pissed at myself. This shouldn't have been my life. Like I feel like my life should have never been it should have never gone in this direction. Like this was like I feel like the universe is wrong. Things are not right. Like, things should have never gone this way in my life. It is what it is. I'm gonna just get the fuck off of here. Fucking care.